Hi there, this is Colton with North Island Nissan, and behind me I've got a brand new 2020 Nissan Rogue SL. This one is the Platinum Reserve model, so it does have that brown leather interior in it. I'll just go all the way around the vehicle to show you guys kind of what it's all about, and then I'll go over some of the features and the interior and the inside. But starting with the front of the vehicle, the Rogues do offer a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine with about 170 horsepower in them. This one being the SL Platinum model, it's fully loaded, so of course you get the full leather interior. Instead of just a backup camera, it actually uses a 360 camera, so you can see all the way around the vehicle, and there's cameras off the side mirrors and the grille, and of course the backup camera to make that happen. There is buttons on the door handle that you can use to lock and unlock the vehicle, and it's a push button start, so you never need to take keys out of your pocket unless you're using the remote start on the key fob. But we've got this gorgeous brown leather interior. Again, I will go over some of the features when I come around to the driver's side there. But the Rogues are very, very comfortable vehicles. Anywhere you'd be putting your elbows, it's kind of like a soft jelly memory foam material, and it's got quite a bit, like it actually pushes down quite far there, so very, very comfortable. The front seats in the Rogue, they use their zero gravity seat design, which is something that Nissan started back in 2014 in their Altimas, and the Rogues were the first two vehicles they started with them in, but they're extremely, extremely comfortable seats. I can actually send you a 1.5-minute long video about them and what the design's all about, but they're inspired by NASA. There's supposed to be about 14 different touch points that fit to your natural spine alignment. I myself, I broke my back 3 years ago, and that's when I really noticed that they are super, super comfortable seats. Does have the power lift gate. There is the foot motion there as well. As long as you have the key in your pocket, you're able to do that. Then they've got the divide and hide cargo system, so there's actually two panels back here. You get a bunch of storage space underneath the panels. Lift both of them up. This front panel here can go straight up and down, so if you have anything that might be rolling around, you can either keep it that's now in the pocket right there, or if you have anything that you need to separate, you can go front to back there. They can both go flat on the bottom as well, or of course you can pull them out completely. And then this top one, you can actually create a shelf up top, which is really cool, so you can get a bunch of cargo underneath and a bunch of cargo on top too. This here is just a privacy cover, so that'll slide out and go into the little slots there. If you're not using it, it pops out just like a toilet paper roll, so you just extend that and it pops right out. The back seats here as well, they use a bit of a theater style seating system, so they're actually raised up above the front seats quite a bit too, and so anybody sitting in the back gets very, very good visibility out of the back of it, and they're fully adjustable as well. I won't be able to do it just because I've only got one hand, but there is a bar up front. You can actually slide these pretty well all the way up to the front seat if you need more cargo space at all, and then they were adjustable too, so instead of just being fixed in one spot like that where they're pretty much at a 90-degree angle nice and straight, you can recline them back, and you can go as far back as that there, so you can kind of pick or the people sitting in the back can kind of pick where their backrest is. It's not just fixed in one location, which a lot of SUVs do have. Right now on the driver door, we have our power locks, windows, and mirrors. There is two seat settings as well, so you can program those because it is a power driver seat. With this front switch, you can go forward and back. You can also go up and down. This is your backrest, and then that's your lumbar control. There are a bunch of buttons to the left of the steering wheel here. So the first one's just traction control right there. That one's for your driving assistant, which is the Pro Pilot Assist. I'll go over that in a moment. That one opens your lift gate, and that one's your gas cap. Then you have a heated steering wheel, all-wheel drive lock, and then a sport mode and an eco mode. If you have questions about any of those, just let me know. I won't go over everything just so this video is not too long, but I can go over it all for sure with you. So we got a nice little drive assist screen up front in front of the steering wheel. For that screen, you can have pretty much anything that you want displayed. Right now, it's got an extra visual for the blind spot warnings. It looks like source for the radio, and you can kind of go through. Pick whichever ones you like to have up best. There's one for fuel economy, there's tire pressures there. Warnings, say if I open a door, it'll show me what door is open. So lots of things like that. On the left side of the steering wheel, there's some volume controls for the radio. This is how I was going through the screen right up there with those 4 arrow buttons and the OK button. And then our cruise control with the Pro Pilot Assist is on the right hand side. It does have an intelligent cruise control, so it will follow the flow of traffic with that button there. And then this blue one activates the Pro Pilot Assist and your basic cruise control. So if I click that now, it'll pop up with the cruise control there. And then you can turn the ProPilot Assist on and off, but what it'll do is it uses the cameras in the front of the vehicle, positioned right above the rearview mirror there, and it will actually pretty much steer the car for you. It's assisted driving, not self-driving, so you do still have to have your hands on the steering wheel, but it'll keep you kind of going in between the lines, and it's really, really good at keeping you centered, especially for our highway here on the island, that new island highway. It works fantastically for. It's really, really nice. What else? Oh, then there are a couple Bluetooth buttons down there. You do, of course, have auto headlights with the SL trim level. And then windshield wipers, intermittent windshield wipers on the right hand side. On the screen in the center, I'll pop it into reverse real quick just to show you that 360 camera. So on the left side of the screen is our regular backup camera. If I move the steering wheel, there are orange lines that will kind of show me where I'm pointing. And then on the right side of the screen, it paints a picture of the car in the center, and then you get a bird's eye view over top of it. So if I were to put my hands under the mirror right there, you'll be able to see it pop up right there. So it uses those cameras off the side, one on the front, and then just stitches them all together right now, or really well, so you can see exactly how you're positioned in between those parking lines. It makes parking really, really easy. You can see if you're over to one side more than the other, or if you're crooked at all or anything like that. So it's really, really nice for that. If you are in drive and you hit the camera button up top here, it'll actually show you the front of the vehicle there instead of the back of the vehicle. So if you are going into a parking spot going forward, then you can use that camera to see how close to the curb your bumper is. So that's always a nice option to have. And then the last one there, if you hit the camera button one more time, it'll show you the right hand side of the car. So if you're ever parallel parking along the street, then you can see how close to the curb your wheel is. And then hit it once more time, it'll shut it all off as long as you're in park. If you're in reverse, it will keep the camera up. There is, of course, map and navigation, but to take that one step further, they did also add Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can pull up Google Maps for navigation, which works extremely well. As long as you don't mind using a little bit of data for it, it gives you real-time updates. So if there's an accident, it'll immediately give you a reroute around it, or it'll tell you every time traffic is slowed down or anything like that. So it's really, really good for giving you those real-time driving updates. But this does work fantastic as a built-in navigation. They did do a recent update with it, and so it works really, really well. You can, of course, zoom in and out with it. You can get your specific street addresses going. I think you can zoom out far enough to see the world. Yeah, you can too. So it's pretty cool. It works really, really well. But I do prefer the Google Maps just because it gives you those real-time updates, and I find that makes a big difference. Down below that, there is a dual climate control, so you can set a different temperature for each side of the vehicle. It's a little cold for it to be 18 degrees. Shares the fan strength in the middle. You can, of course, pick all of your different modes and everything like that. Going down to the gear shifter here. It's pretty straightforward. It's park, reverse, neutral, and drive. And then you can push it over for manual mode, and it'll show you what gear you're in right up there. So right now it's showing gear 1. It'll just blink. It's not going to change at all if I push it forward, but you just push that up to shift up a gear, and then pull it back to shift down a gear. And then you can just push it back like that for automatic. So it's nice that they give you that option. The only time I ever really use it is when I'm coming down from the mountain. And that'll kind of save my brakes on the way down, but it's a nice option to have. You got your heated seats there. Again, this one does have the heated steering wheel too. They're always the first things to warm up, so they're really, really nice to have. And then we've got a panoramic sunroof up top, and it stretches all the way to the back seats there. There's so many other features in this car as well, and I know this video's gone on for a long time, but there's blind spot warnings, forward emergency braking, auto dimming rearview mirror, lots and lots and lots of features in these guys. It's got a Bose audio too, so it's a really great quality sound system. If there is anything specific in this video or on this car that you want to see that I might have missed in this video, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to throw another video together for you, or snap a few pictures as well. But yeah, this is going on for a long time, so thank you very much for watching. Let me know if there's anything else I can show you, and I look forward to speaking with you guys in the future. Thank you very much.